Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Minecraft Hardcore. Last time we did we'll call it an investigation into a nearby woodland mansion, and we almost died. So today, I'm proud to announce we're doing nothing risky. I'm going to do an activity which will not risk me my life. Yeah, we're heading back onto our little project down here. But first, I do spy quite the overgrown farm in the distance, and I mean, it would be rude not to go harvest it, so, it can make us some more stuff, it'd be rude not to. So yeah, while I do all that, hopefully you're having a good day. I know I certainly have. I got up quite early, and I went to go see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I would recommend it if you were a fan of the games, and honestly, I reckon if you aren't a fan of them, I think it is a pretty good, solid movie. I'm not going to say any spoilers, don't worry, but it was good. I found myself entertained, and there was lots of stuff to occasionally point at and go, oh, yeah, no, I had a good time. And then I went to a cat cafe and did a quiz. So, honestly, I'm quite chuffed with today. I'm feeling nice and productive. I'm going to sit down, record some Minecraft Hardcore. I think it's going to be shaping up pretty damn well. In case you're kind of wondering where we left off with our little endeavour, we actually have started making, I'm going to say, a good bit of headway. I'm sure some would beg to disagree, but we have started making a little bit of headway on our little entrance area. In fact, I'm pretty certain. Okay, so again, I kind of got to check where everything cooperates and whatnot, but pretty much I think the entrance is done. The only thing we've got left to do now, if I just trim these out, we've got to do all of in here. Yeah, we've got to place down a load of sand, mine that sand back out, and the idea is that eventually, it goes. Now, to improve on last time, because we kept having an issue where we kind of dig into the walls, I'm going to use sand, because we've got a lot. We can mine it up quickly again once we've put it in. But it has the, I want to say, added benefit of that it doesn't really camouflage with any of the walls, which is helpful. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to do this in segments, just with well, it just makes sense in my head. So again, this does involve a fair bit of going back and forth, but we're going to kind of work our way backwards. So that little segment there is where we're going to target for the beginning part of this. And realistically, I see no reason why we shouldn't be able to go in and pretty much do the entire thing in one go. Which, some would dare to say is delusional. I just think it's dreaming big. So we're going to start off with this little area, though. Again, I should really, again, I can't keep swimming backwards and forwards, but I don't think that's actually the best idea. So you know what? Have we got our little alcove here? We do. Okay, well, you know what? I think it's actually better to have a little base of operations from there. So that's why we're going to keep it. And yeah, let's go do it for now. Well, we'll stick with it, see how it goes. Again, we can't do too much at once on account of budgetary constraints. By that I mean the amount of sand in my pockets, but I think this is good. And again, it helps us be able to tell the difference between where the wall is and well, okay, can I get in? Thank you. God, having to depend on the swimming mechanic is like so 50-50. But yeah, no, we can't get it confused with the walls because it doesn't really make sense for the walls to be made of sand. But I think we just fill this little bit in here, and yeah, honestly, this feels like a good bit of a rhythm. So I reckon I'm going to shut my brain off, and we're just going to have a little bit of a chat. Because I know what some of you might be wondering, and by all means, I was thinking the same thing. Once we've done all this, I think the next step, at least in terms of how we're going to be working on this, is we need to figure out a way that we can kind of connect this back to the main house. Like, at the end of the day, this is going to be a room in the house. It's not going to be its own separate thing. It's going to have an entrance and exit, but I think it would make sense to connect it to the house. And I think once we mine this area out, once we've finished with it, I do kind of want to go explore and look into that because I don't really have a clue. Which is like, sometimes the best things in life are improvised. And other times they're not. Other times they come out like a right mess, like I am, when I can't get into the swimming mode. But I kind of want to focus on how we're going to pull that off because I'm intrigued because I know we can do it. I'm just interested to see what form it'll take because, I mean, there's a few. Now, that is literally the end of this. So, if I pop that there, swim this way, it's time for the satisfying part. See, all that effort, all that plain, boring, placing part and whatnot, do not fear. The fun bit's here. So what we got to do is a bit of this, bit of that, and with any luck, I think we're in business. There we are. I can actually stand up now, but if I was to just go and do a bit of this, there's a fish. There's a fish to say hello. Hello, fish. Hello, fish. Again, I'm sure this will probably end up a little bit rough around the edges somewhere, somehow, but we'll make it work, won't we? We'll make it work. We'll just have to. Now, it is one further down, isn't it? Yes. So I was expecting this to be the case. Where I did actually check to see if I had any gravel on hand, because I kind of like having gravel as the wall. It kind of adds I don't know, it kind of adds to the whole under the sea bit. So I honestly don't mind if we need to. Trust me, we will. Just fill in this little area here with gravel. Because there's a few areas where we'll need to. I just think, for what it's worth, it could look worse. So yeah, let's just keep on again. We just push all this back, and I gotta say, you know, we're probably cutting through, obviously, like precision, but it does feel nice whenever it starts like slowly take shape and you can see it happening in front of you. So it's like, this is me. This is me. This is the thing I made. And damn, it's starting to come together and look pretty damn good. Now, do we actually? Yeah, no, we actually have this perfect. There's literally, okay, I'm a few layers behind, but I haven't actually messed this up nearly as much as I thought I was going to, which is impressive. Again, maybe I should have some confidence classes, but I think if there is literally nothing wrong with us destroying these 2 columns worth of sand at the very least, and yeah, okay, granted, maybe the air could be improved, but for what it's worth, we can kind of now use this as a base of operations if we so want, which again I think is neat. Clearly we're doing something right. But yeah, no, all the water pretty much trickling in here is just, whatchamacallit, just from over the top there, which is like, yeah, we could probably do with getting rid of that, probably. But, don't mind it. Now I'm thinking, again, just to kind of make the things a little easy, I'm going to set the next line to be here, and then we can, again, we're going to draw it off to the top, but I think you guys seeing kind of my vision here. It's a convenient placing for a certain activity. It makes refilling that a little bit easy. But yeah, no, I do want to look into how we're going to set up this entrance, because I think, honestly, I want it to connect in a way where it doesn't just feel tacked on, you know? Like, it can't just be an entrance, it's going to be my entrance. Actually, putting this does actually make sense now I think about it, because it'll stop that flooding. So we have 2 ways that we can go back and forth, haha. Again, we'll slowly fill up our water cube bit by bit. Oh god, I'm looking forward to this. Like, it's like, oh, you come in here now? Okay, but if we put like a single bit of that down, you know what? Let's just let's entertain that for a second. Drain this, collect my spare sand, and destroy the one single water source remaining block in the room. This kind of looks nice. In fact, I'm gonna say it. This kind of looks really effing nice. Oh yeah, I like it. I don't know what it is about it, but just seeing it all come together, and also just the design in general. Again, I'm sure I'm saying it, but I'm kind of fascinated I've been able to get this to work, which I bloody love. You can tell I like it because I'm like turning Yorkshire-ish, and I'm not even from Yorkshire. I'm not even from Yorkshire, and I'm also not interested in whatever game bar's trying to offer me. Well, it's, hey, look at that, you got points. Yeah, a negligible amount of them I will not be able to spend. Please stop reminding me, actually. It annoys me. Like, I found out through the grapevine, I think it was on Twitter, people were talking about stuff like alternative search engines. Someone's like, oh, I can use Bing and I get my Xbox points, because it's obviously ran by Microsoft as well as Xbox. And then I think the next person was, yeah, that's cool, but doesn't it pay you out like 5p per like year? Can I effing leave my little alcove? Thank you, game. I was starting to think me and the game were going to have a disagreement for a second. But it's like, yeah, the game, not the game, but I swear that scheme pays you pennies, because, I mean, on Bing, I've just not been, like, bothered particularly about, obviously, changing it. Well, no, Edge, even. Like, I've just not been bothered. Whenever I need to search something dumb, I put it on Edge, because that way it's like, you know, it's easier. And then if I realise, hey, I'm being like double dumb as usual, I can just go look up the dumb stuff I searched, or better yet, keep it saved for later. It's like, I love having a browser forcibly installed and then making it into a positive. It's like, oh, it's like, apparently, right, I'm on a computing course, so I'm privy to like weird information like this, but apparently Edge is actually the best browser for a load of different stuff, but nobody uses it. Like, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think one of my tutors said that it is literally the best browser security-wise, but nobody wants to use it because of everyone thinks of Internet Explorer when they think of a Microsoft search engine. So they put all this effort into making like what is arguably a good browser, and then it's just, no, we don't want to use this because your old browser was a bit bad, and it's like, goes to show, you know, sometimes you do damage to your brand. You might not think it too much of it at the second, but it's like, oof, you know. Could you imagine if Internet Explorer was just received that little bit better? They, like, you know, I'm just saying, they probably have a lot more money right now. You know, I always find that interesting that, like, the best browser is the one that's used the least. I suppose it kind of makes sense, you know. In business, the most popular ones aren't necessarily the best ones. I'm sure plenty of you will say the same about certain media as well. It's like everyone's allowed an opinion. But yeah, no, that's just a topic I find interesting. And again, it's like it's a second most interesting thing to obviously, like this is just pure satisfaction here. Like, oh my god, like this is a whole room we've made, right? And yeah, okay, we kind of got to make a few adjustments. But, oh man, the weight goes down, and I'm starting to love it. I'm starting to take an increased liking to it, which I like. I like when that happens, because it means I've got, you know, my nose is in the right place for this type of stuff. It's like seeing it come together and not having maybe it'll look better later on. You know, being able to go like, oh, this looks good now. Oh, that is the best sort of feeling. So I think I'm going to stick... I'll stick a torch here because I can't really get influenced and hit by any other stuff. And I reckon, I'm just gonna mow you out first and foremost. I'm gonna say I'm just gonna do this, and that way it's kind of more controlled as it was previously. But I'm thinking, kind of what we can do is just stick it like here. It might seem like a small scale bit, but I mean, hey. I'm all for that. And also, you know, we have two separate places we can go and just get a breath. It's like, oh. And once we do this, we can dismantle that, and it's like, oh. That's when the vision starts to come in, you know? So what other random assorted topics can we go on about today? Because I'm sure we're not out of them. Oh yeah, we should probably, we'll do this small section, and then we'll go quickly look at places where we can stick our entrance. Because, again, we obviously have that tunnel, and I don't want to go functionally replacing the tunnel by, instead of going through the tunnel, which has been a staple for however long, you know, you just go through this tunnel. It's like, I kind of want it in a way where, I don't know, I want that to feel like it's a room of the house, but it's got away. Like, the house technically ends here. I kind of want it to still end here, and like coming out this door has a purpose, but I maybe want to add a different sort of entrance, maybe somewhere along that corridor, where it's like, okay, now you're in here. Like, considering extending along here, it shouldn't be that long, I want to say. It's up in the air, but I think that's the best shout, because I know some of you will probably be like, why don't you just go walk around here and then walk in this entrance? And it's like, I think having the multiple entrances just works a bit better. Maybe it's just a style choice at the end of the day. I don't know. Am I a professional builder? No. Do I need to justify why I'm doing things the way I'm doing things? Also no. I just think having two entrances would be nice. You know, that one's good. I'm sure the other one's going to be good. Life is good. So on and so forth. Whew. And, God, you know, having quick access to air makes this... It's not just me, right? It makes it feel a lot less tedious. Now, I'm actually going to box that up just for funsies, but pretty much we're good, ain't we? Like this is done. In fact, I don't even think I need to refill again. I think this is just... we're done. Well, not done, but you know, for this section, we're kind of just down. Well, we're down then out for the count. And there we are. And I'm very happy to announce that I can now tear down this piss-awful dirt wall. It's been here so long, there is grass growing on it. God, we weren't spending that long last episode at the thing, were we? I guarantee if you double-check that, the answer is yes, we in fact were. But, I'm going to turn around and look away from the rest of the room, because I don't want to look at it, if that makes sense. I want to just kind of expand, throw down a torch maybe, and see. But, I'd be lying if I said the vision of this coming together doesn't make me slightly excited. Like this... Oh, yeah, no, it's difficult. I'm trying not to spoil myself on the whole big picture, but even just seeing this like little area extended is... Oh, it gets you excited, I tell you. And again, it's like the walls aren't even anything special. It's just the whole like sand floor. It's come together really damn well, which I bloody love. Now I don't know. Damn it. I wasn't trying to like snag a peek, but holy, that is. Oh, that is tasty. We can probably trim off the... Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably not this far forward as well, so we can add this as well. And that is one hell of a massive room. with one hell of a little impressive view, at least when the sun's up. Man, did not think I'd be able to pull that off. But seeing this, and just knowing I've got that little bit extra to go, which is also going to make it increasingly worth it, god damn. Does that get me excited? So, we should probably get on with that, shouldn't we? Again, no point in just teetering on. It's like, we're only 15 minutes in. We have plenty of more time. Again, I'm just going to drain this out for the sake of not driving myself mental. See, this is where it gets a bit awkward, because there is bits where sand is going to be part of the thing. I'm just thinking, again, for the sake of it, we'll probably just eyeball it and make it work. So I'm thinking we just put this here and that. I reckon that's decent enough. Got to go back to the old ways. Actually, I'm going to lead up. We're running a little low, but man, even just this room would be like, we got a little bit extra looking out into the proper ocean. I am excited, and it is rare I get excited about something. But goddamn, it looks good. You got to admit, it makes all the effort just feel a little bit worth it. Which is like, I mean, it's kind of the point of putting some like effort into something, you know. But still. And then the last thing here, we actually get to properly look out of it. I kind of like that. I think stick some fish in there and maybe spruce it up a little bit with like, we can probably mix some stuff from a coral reef, make it look a bit nicer. I think that'd be sick. But even just the view walking up over the, like, completely directly under the bridge. Mwah. I should apply for an architecture degree, truly, because this is like this is architecture right here. Well, I'm not sure if it would, because it's technically in the water. I don't know. Does architecture also apply to stuff built underwater? I have a feeling it's going to be seen as a really dumb question, but it's like, does it? There is like some other stuff for it. It's like, would it be counted as like, I don't know, nautical engineering or subsea engineering? I don't know. You expect me to know engineering terms? No. I just engineer software that sometimes works. The day I play a game I have made on the channel is going to be dark D&D, because I guarantee it'll crash with recording. Eventualities aside, again, it feels like I'm going quicker. I don't know if that's just because I've got more excited, so I'm like just naturally clicking faster because I want to see the end result, or maybe I'm just clicking faster because I'm aware that the time is getting up there. But this is, it's like. It is like a scratch-off ticket, you know. It's like you get into that big money, or loss at the end. Even though it's like I know I'm winning. I know I'm winning. We're gonna have to unfortunately fall back on our old friend gravel just to fill out this final little area. But again, it's like so jarring, and it's not up against the wall where it's like I don't think anyone's gonna say that doing this is gonna be even remotely confusing to me in about 2 seconds when I tear all of it down. Case in point, so we throw that back in, bop, bop, I get rid of you, thought you would have survived, and then, showtime. So we just destroy this first and foremost. I'm kind of like leading myself into it. We just destroy this, and that kind of, you know, finishes this, because it kind of aligns with the wall now. It's like, gotta say, looking cool, looking good. And again, I gotta play archaeology expert for a second, trying to figure out where stuff goes. But we do this, stick that there. Just to kind of fall along where you can see like the clearly defined edges and whatnot on the ceiling, but keep up with it, and eventually, especially with the sun as well. This place looks good. You know, it's got exactly the vibe I was going for, which I think is the highest praise I can give myself, because this is good. I'm gonna put my hands up and say I think this is actually bloody nice. Like this is another thing I can add to the long laundry list of stuff in this world where it's like, wow, that turned out good. Didn't expect it to. Also, can I just say, I find it increasingly bizarre, and I've already said this already, but I find it increasingly bizarre that this series has gone on, now at least, longer than the original series of Hardcoded, because it's like, huh? Because I was going through old Neremik directs for assorted reasons, shall we say. But something that I found funny is that I announced this was coming back twice. First was on the original world, where we did Series 1, and then second series was this. Well, the second time we announced this, and I said, I don't know how long it's going to run for. Might run for like 10 episodes, might run for 20, but it's probably not going to be as long as the original, because, you know, the original at that time had ran for... a while would be a suitable measure of time. Like one of the few times a while would probably be justified. It's like, it had gone for a while in my head, and it's like, it's not going to go as long as the first time. Why would it? It's only the second series, and, you know, we've done Stonehearth series 2 at that point, so it's like, sequel series on the channel were never seen as particularly, a smart idea, some would say. And then it's like, no, we're on, like, what, episode 65? 66 now? Like, oh? Didn't expect that. Welcome surprise, though. Very welcome surprise. Now, once again, I'm just going to do this. I probably spent way too long there trying to figure out how I should draw a line. But, ooh, I'm thinking we do this, and then we actually finish the episode. I'm going to leave the big aquarium for another day, I think. And I think next episode we're going to take a little break from this. You know, we'll have the grand unveiling the episode afterwards. But I'm thinking, just for the sake of, again, kind of giving a bit of breathing room, next episode we're just going to run off and do some netherite mining. Because, again, after the last episode I'm a bit more alive conscious. You know, I'm kind of more conscious of stuff that will keep me alive. And I reckon investing in netherite is not bad of an idea in weapons and armor. And I just think, going for a trip, what's the worst that can happen? I'll do my reading beforehand as well, so I'm not just kind of eyeballing everything. Although, you know, this one isn't. Oh, there we are. You'll love to see it. Even though I need to quickly just fill that in. Whew. And for the final time, it all starts to come together. I'm going to kind of follow the roof. Just make sure we're not accidentally shrinking the room, you know? Again, thankfully it has like a nice, like, clearly defined edge with that little grey line. It is mwah. But we keep on chewing through. Eventually we'll hit a hard line, and that'll be where we call things. Before we do, I just want to do like one quick lap of the room because I'm dead chuffed with this. Like I've probably said it a million times, I also need to go do my shovel before we do any more of this, unless I want to go spend more diamonds on something that's entirely preventable. But oh my god, I'm gonna throw down a torch, of course. But I am like impressed with myself, and I'm kind of happy with that. It's like, what? In this Let's Play, you'll never believe it, but it just, I don't know. I think I rightfully have bragging rights for this, because this is cool. At least by my metric, it's cool. And if it's also not cool by your metric, then clearly you must not be the cool one. But this is okay. Once like you remove all the water and the fact you can move quicker than running while you swim, you start to realize how effing big this room is, and then it double settles in on how cool it is, the fact that it exists, because it's like this is cool. I made this, and I can put more cool stuff in this to make it cooler. It's like, how can I not be slightly impressed with myself with this? Because if I'm being honest, I really well am. And I think I'm just going to run up to the top, and so I destroyed a piece of gravel by accident before, and it's been bothering me. And so I'm going to go put that back. But while I do, I'm going to end this one here. It's almost done. I'm sure some of you are sighing, we'll decorate it, of course, and by the later time, I think. But for what it's worth now, mwah, perfection. Ooh, the farms are regrowing as well. Lovely stuff. I'm just going to throw you down. I'm sure it's going to fix someone OC2. And yeah, I think by farm this time, that's everything. So of course, if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It does all help out a bunch. Lets me know, do you want to see more of this, and all that good stuff. I don't really know what else to say. I'm just dead pleased with myself. And honestly, you know, it's a pretty good note to end on. So yeah, until next time, all said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.